Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative, both here on Flosstube and on Instagram. So I'm in a different location today. I am currently staying in a hotel. I'll be heading back to school tomorrow, but I've had a really nice break. I do apologise if you can hear the sound of cars in the background or the sound of seagulls. Now I'm nowhere near the sea, and yet this hotel is surrounded by seagulls. But if I close the windows, it is just boiling hot in here. It's been one of those really weird days where it was raining earlier, then it was really windy, but it's been hot all day. So it is quite warm. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. Hopefully the lighting's not going to be too bad. It's getting later in the evening now. It's currently 10 past 8 and it's still quite nice and sunny out. So hopefully I can get this done before the weather turns too bad again. So, floss tube number 52. Now, my last floss tube, I mentioned I hadn't really been stitching, and this time I've been stitching, but mainly on one piece. I put all my effort into getting it done, and that is Autumn Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. Now, I would love to do a here's what it was before photo, but I'm not going to edit this video at all. I'm filming on my phone, I'm uploading on my phone, I'm uploading with the hotel Wi-Fi, so I'll be uploading it overnight. I just can't edit. So I did manage to get it finished. This is the piece, and the last time you saw it, all I had done was part of the black line at the bottom. So I have managed to get all of this done. There's now a plane flying overhead, so hopefully it's not too loud. But I really enjoyed this. This was the piece that I have put all of my attention in. It's the only piece I took to France with me for the week that I had in France. And I got it done. So this was for the June Colorado Cross Stitch Summer Camp 2024. And it was pick a piece that's monochromatic and add at least 2 colours in, or the other way around. And I really love how this turned out. Now, I was playing thread checking. I used Classic Colourworks Blackbird, and I had 2 partial skeins, so 1 full skein and 1 that I'd used a little bit of, and I was playing thread chicken. So this middle row, I was going to do most of it in the black, but I knew I didn't have enough. I literally had 1 strand left when I finished the piece. So I did do the middle row all in the cottage garden, and I think it's spruce that I've used for this. So this is stitched on 18 count vintage June. It's a Swigart fabric, and there is my finished piece. And this was finish number 37 for the year, so I'm quite impressed that I've got quite a few finishes done. The next one is a finish for now, and here it is. This is Dreaming of Summer Sal by Love Poppets. It is absolutely gorgeous. When I photographed it on Instagram, I had forgotten the little bee and the ladybug, so thank you so much for the lady that mentioned it so I could go back in and stitch those. This is I do have to mention that I did purchase the PDF chart of this, but I was gifted the kit. So the fabric and the threads I was gifted, but I did already purchase the PDF chart for this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. This has been my favourite piece to stitch in such a long time, which is so weird. I was saying to my mum when because I stitched it up when it came out on Thursday when I was in France, and I said to her, like, it's so weird because if I'd seen this in the shop, it probably wouldn't have been one of the ones I picked up. It probably would have been put to one side, because as low, I think it's gorgeous, there would be so many other charts that I would have picked up before this. But now stitching this, I'm so glad that I do it. And this is why I sign up to mystery sales, because you're never going to know what you really love until you try it. And I have to say, when I'm purchasing things, because I can't pick everything, I have to like whittle it down. It does mean that things like this probably would have been put to the side, because I'm like, where am I going to put this? Where have I got somewhere, like, does it go with one of my themes? How am I going to finish it? It probably would have been put to the side, but I'm absolutely loving this. So I'm stitching this on the 32 count even weave, and I have fallen in love with 32 count even weave. Absolutely love it. Definitely going to be getting some more. I did pick up some in Coffee Crafts fabric sale that she did a few weekends ago, so I picked that up. And then also, unfortunately, Marnie's mixed bag has now closed, but I did pick up some 32 count even weave from her as well before she closed. That's really sad to hear we're losing another online shop, but I wish her all of the best for everything. But back to Love Poppet. So this is it. Part 5 comes out this Thursday, and I believe it goes across the top, and then that piece is going to be all done. I absolutely love this piece. So that is a finish for now. As I said, the next part comes out next week. So I do have one more finish and one active whip that I'm working on, and these are for the cross stitch camp for July, which the project was take a piece that you want to stitch but isn't your colorway and change it. Now I had the hands-on design Let's Talk, it's called Let's Talk Stitching, the word one, all related to cross stitch, and that was the piece I was going to do. But then all of June I really wanted to stitch Halloween. Now I didn't have any time to stitch, and I decided let's just change July's piece, sorry, and I'm gonna pick a hands-on design Fright This Way. Now I have all 3 of the Fright This Way charts, and I've had them for a while, and every year I say I'm gonna stitch them, and then I put them to one side and I just don't stitch Halloween. Now this year I haven't felt Christmas, so Christmas in July isn't really happening. Halloween in July is definitely happening. So the first one that I decided to stitch, now I said originally I was only going to stitch one of these for the cross stitch camp. I was going to just do one of them and then that would be enough, and then go back to other stitching. But I stitched up the toads in one night, so I kind of feel like that's a bit cheating for the cross stitch camp. So there is toads. Now this is stitched on an 18 count Coffee Crafts fabric, and it is her green mottled one, and it is very mottled. I love this piece. It screams Halloween to me. And I have noticed I did purchase a lot of Halloween fabrics this year, so you'll see the colours are fairly similar, because all I did was I changed mine to sulky. So I also ordered from Caterpillar Cross Stitch the Witchy Way, I think it's called, but rather than use DMC, because I'd already packed up my DMC for the summer, I decided I was going to use sulky because I hadn't boxed up my sulky threads yet. So I picked out the colourway for that. And then all of my Halloween stitching, I thought I could just use the same sulky colours so everything matched. So that's what I've done. I've literally just picked out a white, an orange, a grey, a green and a purple. That is the called for colours in this way. And I'm just stitching it on this fabric. So the first one is stitched. As I said, I stitched it up in one day. And then today I've started the second one, which is Got My Eyes. Now I'm actually decided to do this as one piece, and I'm going to make it into a pillow. I was trying to work out how I was going to finish these, because I don't do a Halloween tree, so like ornaments aren't really the way. One of them, because I'm stitching them at 18 count, they're a lot smaller. I didn't think one would be enough for like a pillow size. So I am going to do all 3 of these ones in a line, and they will be as a pillow. So the second one I'm doing is Got My Eyes on You. I've done all of the white. I'm now working my way through the green. And I am changing the colours. This had an orange outline and a purple border. Now, because I did a purple and orange here, I'm going to do green and purple, and then the last one I'm going to change it to an orange outline with the green by the words. So that way it kind of simulates, and then the same as the top is grey and orange here, I'm going to do grey and purple because it matches, and that's how I'm going to do it. So I've got enough space to do on this little offcut all three, and then I can do another one, another Halloween pillow on this. So that is going to be my piece for July. I've decided rather than just saying I was going to stitch one, because I think that's a bit of a cheating method to do it, it's meant to be a challenge, I'm going to stitch all three of these pieces, and then that will at least be one Halloween decoration that I have. The only other thing I have to show you is not actually cross stitch related, it is an embroidery piece that I've done. We have a summer school that starts on Monday, so really looking forward to it. It's 2 weeks of fun, it's going out on trips. I do have a lot of downtime, so hopefully I can get some stitching done in the day, because I work mornings and nights for summer school. So during the day I will have some time, hopefully, to get some stitching done. But one of the things I do is we do like a notice board and a display of different things, and one of the activities is called a moment in nature, and I normally use it to do embroidery outside. Some of my students paint with things they found, some of them do collage with like leaves and things, because it is an art school. So I decided for the display piece I was going to do a little embroidery of a feather. So I've done some beadwork and I've done some plain stitching, and there is my little embroidery feather. It's not great, but I had some fun doing that yesterday. And that is the only other piece of stitching I have to show you. But I do have one special thing to show you, and I'm just going to pause the camera because I need to unpack it, and then I'll be right back. So, I have done a little bit of shopping recently. So, as I said, Marnie's mixed bag unfortunately has now closed down. I did pick up some things from her when she closed. I picked up a long dog sampler and some DMC thread and some 32 count even weave. That hasn't come in yet, so I'm not able to show it, but yes, that I have purchased that. I also picked up a few of the Coffee Crafts Designs fabrics. I think I only picked up 2 or 3. I was quite good because I know that she's going to be a Big Stitch. And then my only other purchases have been related to Big Stitch. I paid for my 2 classes. I'm so excited for Big Stitch. I'm attending 2 classes, and I've bought 2 of the specialty like exclusive charts. So that's for another video. We won't go into too much details about that one, but that was a little sneaky peek. And this is, I rescued another chart from eBay. I couldn't resist it when it came up. This is Hannah Mary Roberts, stitched in 1874, and this one, the fabric's still intact compared to the last one, but the stitching is falling out of this one. So I'll bring it closer so you can hopefully have a see. It's got a lot of alphabets. It is missing quite a lot of the stitching in this middle section, which is the more dainty elements, and part of the date is missing, but from the back you can definitely tell it's 1874. As I said, it was stitched by Hannah Mary Robert. So that is another piece that I now have in my collection, and I cannot be more excited to be able to have a look and see how she stitched it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I do love how the back, she just didn't care, which I have to say, generally, my backs are not too neat either. So I am 100% on her side. I don't travel as much as she does. But I thought that was really cute. But yeah, so this is the new piece in my stash. So this one probably won't be charted. I might take it this summer, let's see. We'll have a look, but it will be charted at some point and that will be out available. But yeah, I couldn't resist that one. When it came up on eBay, I managed to pick that one up, but I think I need to block my eBay app because I'm already watching another one. I just cannot get over how young these girls are. So this, Hannah was 9 years old when she stitched this. I mean, I just can't believe it. I think it's absolutely amazing. So it's such a precious piece as well. But yeah, that is everything. I need to stop gushing over this sampler because I keep getting out and having a look at it. It is just absolutely gorgeous. So a little bit more stitching than last time, less pieces to show you, but I have managed to get some finishes and I'm really glad that I managed to finish the cross stitch camp piece because I do love that challenge, but in June I just didn't stitch at all really until the final week of June, and then in the last like 4 days of June got that done. I finished it late in the evening of the 30th of June. So just in the nick of time I've got that done. And then this is what I will be working on for July, but I've nearly finished the second one. So the second one is nearly finished and then I just have the third one to do. So hopefully I can get that done within the next week. As long as things go to plan, as long as it doesn't get too busy at work, because obviously work does come first, but hopefully I will have the time to get this one finished. I'm going to do a little bit more work on it tonight. I might even manage to get everything but the fill-in done. But yeah, so that is that piece ready to go. So I've only got a few weeks now until Big Stitch. I will be doing a video of the event and I'm sure I'll be doing one leading up to the event. So let me know if you're going to Big Stitch because I'd love to meet you in person. I've spoken to a few people who watch my videos who are attending, so I'm really looking forward to meeting you there and I am looking forward to it. So I am just rambling. The light is now starting to fade. So I should probably head off before I completely lose the light in this video, and I will see you all very soon. Just to let you know, I'm not sure if there's going to be freebies for the month of July. I'm really struggling this month. Whatever I design, I just don't feel is good enough, and I'm really kind of putting myself down on it. So I am going to take a break for a few days and then I will see how I feel. But if there is not one for July, there is definitely going to be 2 in August because they are already stitched and designed and filmed and ready to go. So you'll definitely have the 2 in August. As for the one in July, we'll see. There could be one or there might not be. I'm really hoping there is going to be one because I haven't missed a month yet, but I need to work out what's going on. I've got a bit of a block at the moment. As I said, I've got things designed that I've designed previously. I just am being so negative on myself and I need to give myself a break with that. So we will see. There may be something, there may not. We'll just wait and see. But I hope you all understand. So I'm going to head off. I've got my last night off and I'm planning to do some stitching and chill and watch whatever I can find on TV. I haven't really got anything to watch at the moment, so maybe you can let me know if you're watching any good TV series on Netflix, Amazon or Disney. Let me know down below, I'd love to know. Right, I'm going to head off. I've said that about 5 times and I will catch you all soon. Happy stitching. Bye guys.